When General Murtala Mohammed died, Abiola came in with a claim that he was owed, I think, about 45 billion naira for contracts executed by International Telephone and Telecommunication for the Ministry of Communications. The military high command at that time said no. He went around the emirs in the north to lobby. And the emirs asked that they, the military, please pay the money. End of quote. That was the former governor of Jigawa state, Sule Lamido, telling Nigerians during his book launch that the federal government of Nigeria is owing late Chief MKO Abiola 45 billion naira in 1976, and that federal government should pay the family that money to bring a closure to it. To do this video, I have to ask AI to help me adjust that money in 2025 rates. And what AI brought out was shocking, but not surprising. In 2025, the equivalent of that 45 billion naira that he was allegedly being owed, adjusted for inflation, amounted to 64.8 trillion naira. Now, if you adjust it to the value of 45 billion naira in 1976 to its value in dollars in 1976, it is equivalent of $27.95 billion at the exchange rate of 1.61, that's $1.61 to 1 naira. Now, if you adjust it to 2025 according to AI, at the rate of 1,500 naira to the dollar, it will amount to 43.2 billion dollars. That is what Sule Lamido want federal government of Nigeria to pay out to the Abiola family. And that is what we have to look into. Whether it is plausible, is it possible that Nigeria will owe the Abiola, Chief MKO Abiola, that amount of money. Now, in recent days, you must have heard about Sule Lamido urging President Tinubu to settle the 45 billion naira debt owed the Abiola family. Now, he said that it will bring symbolic end to the June 12 saga. He said that the debt originated from the contract executed by Abiola's company, International Telephone and Telegraph Company, that's ITT, during the 1970s. And you know, the ITT was notorious. The ITT company was notorious when Fela, the Afrobeat legend, Fela Anikbola Kukote, made a song titled ITT, International Thief, ITT, International Thief, ITT, International Thief. I don't know whether any of you know that it's one of the legendary songs or iconic songs of Afrobeat superstar Fela Anikbola Kukote. Therefore, as far as Fela was concerned, that company is involved in thievery, in stealing. That's what my interpretation of Fela singing that song, ITT, International Thief. Now let us also go further in historical context. Between 1976 and between 1973 and 1976, Nigeria's total earning from crude oil was approximately 14.38 billion naira. This period is often referred to as the oil boom, which saw significant economic growth as a result of increased revenue. It is therefore strange to claim that the federal government of Nigeria will owe Abiola 45 billion during this time. Look at it. About 14 billion was the total amount we earned from oil between 73 and 76. Yet, the government of Nigeria will owe Abiola 45 billion for a single contract done for the Ministry of Communication. Now, this raises serious question. It is implausible that a single contractor could exceed the nation's total revenue over several years. Such a figure would have been represented. It would have been widely known. Many people would know about it. And it wouldn't be left for Sule Lamido, not even the Abiola family. Because the Abiola family ought to know about their family's financial situation far more than Sule Lamido. The last time I checked, nobody mentioned Sule Lamido in the will of Abiola. Now, if there were outstanding debts owed the Abiola, late Chief MKO Abiola, it would have been widely known, and the family would have drummed it up all these years, especially now that they have a friendly government in Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why didn't the Abiola family draw attention to this fact? And for them to do that, of course, they must present evidence of the telephone services they provided to that ministry, where they supplied it, the installation and everything, well documented. Because Nigeria is not a banana republic. Like I said, issues about MKO Abiola and his business was well represented in several songs by Fela Nicola Kukudi, who, as I told you earlier on, made a hit, ITT, International Thief. So, for a country that was not earning up to half of 45 billion to award a contract of that amount, it doesn't seem possible. That's why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, no matter what he's doing, he must make sure that he was shown the documents. There must be proper documentation who awarded these contracts to Abiola. Don't forget, the Murtala Mohammed he was talking about, that Murtala Mohammed died in 1976, and Abiola came to the north to complain that he is being owed 45 billion naira. Murtala became president in 1975 when he overthrew General Gowon. So when did they award him this contract? Is it during the time of Murtala as Chief of Army Staff, or when was that contract awarded to him? Who awarded that contract? What was it for? They say it's for telephone. It's a contract with the Ministry of Communications. They have to provide evidence. Like I told you earlier on, the 45 billion naira Sule Lamido said the family should be paid is worth trillions. I don't think Nigerian government can even afford it if it is found out to be true, but it doesn't seem plausible. Because the Abiola's company was notorious for corruption. That was why, for alleged corruption, let's put it that way, was notorious for alleged corruption. That was why Fela and Nicola Kukote use that same his company, that ITT, he sang ITT, International Thief, to draw your attention. And Fela is not a very flippant person who does things anyhow. He must have done his investigation before he penned that masterpiece, ITT, International Thief. So let us not in a hurry to over-reward Abiola, and then somebody will be considering paying them trillions of naira, trillions on our behalf, on a dubious money that we don't know who awarded him the contract. That's not possible. It doesn't seem plausible. It doesn't seem correct. Because if it is true, the Abiola's children, there are many, they would have been the first to remind the whole world that their father was being owed. It's not for a Jigawa state governor in faraway northwest Nigeria to talk about that the Abiola family are being owed money. Their father is being owed money by the federal government of Nigeria since 1976. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem true. The family must bring evidence, and it must be in public domain to convince every doubting Thomases that this is not another international thief arrangement that Fela was talking about. You know, corruption has been in Nigeria for so long. In my book, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country, I have a chapter that talks about corruption in Nigeria between that same period. Just go and read it, you weep for Nigeria. And that was the period of the oil boom they are talking about, that they awarded him contract. So it needs to be thoroughly investigated before any dime is paid for anybody, to anybody. That's my take on this issue of Sule Lamido telling President Bola Tinubu to pay the Abiola family 45 billion naira being owed to their father by the military administration. And that amount is now what, like I said earlier on in the intro, when I subjected it to, I told AI to help me adjust it to inflation and to 2025. AI brought out a figure that 45 billion owed Abiola in 1976 is today what equivalent of 64.8 trillion naira. That is actually what will be paid to the Abiola family if it was true. I don't know what to think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.